Honestly. Mm. Ooh. Hope everyone. I had. I was planning to wake up at. I took a nap at 5. I was planning to actually. Uh, that is a bit loud. Yeah. You know. At least it's Windows key. There we go. That's how you. I wish computer was facing. Then I could. Well, I could actually put. I don't remember. I'll do. Game. Ooh. I do hope everyone else pretty good. Uh, the time did go up by. So I got one sleep. That's sort of why I took the catch up. But I then sort of overslept. Uh, got back home and I'm not really good. I don't really have that many things to. I am still. I like starting starting to. Oh, okay. So for some reason, my microphone's gain was like super fucking high, which meant that I was probably cutting out. So I should be fine now. As I was saying, I had a fine day at work, came back, then tried to get some extra sleep because all of the clocks moved an hour forwards, and because of that, I sort of overslept and stuff. But that's fine. I don't think one day here without me streaming is that big of a deal. And what else? Oh yeah, I was talking about how what type of places I'm looking for. Like, I would like to have like a 3-bedroom apartment. So, like one bedroom is for myself. Then another bedroom is like would be an office type of thing where I would have like my computer and like all my figures and all that stuff. So, all of that stuff I would have in one room. And then the third room, I would have like a guest room that I would have like a bunch of like beds. I do know of like some like folding out beds, but then I was thinking like maybe I would get some bunk beds or something like that, because more space efficient and stuff. Uh, so yeah, that would be like my current ideal place. But it would be minimum of like probably like five, £600 a month, and that would be just for the actual rent itself, not including like water, electricity, taxes, and internet and all that stuff. Which I do currently like the electricity separately, but I sort of don't like paying all of the bills separately. That's why I like renting out rooms, because I just go in there, pay like a lump sum for the entire thing, and then I don't have to think about it again. Also, it's a lot cheaper than having to either get a roommate or that type of stuff. But that would be my current ideal place. Mostly because like I want to be able to have like friends over and stuff like that, and then be able to sleep over. But apart from that, I'm just looking for a bigger room, because I used to like I had a few different rooms that I've rented out before, and every single one was like a big room, like a really big room. My first one was like really good, uh, perfect space, like even enough space to have an entire VR setup, which was really wonderful. Then my second place was the space was really good as well. Like had a shower and toilet almost as big as the room itself as well, which was really nice. The only problem was that the heating was separate and the entire room was always cold. Like because all of the outer wall, like all the walls were on the outside. There were no walls on the like inside part, and nothing was insulated. It was just like brick outside. That is it. You had no insulation, nothing like that. So because of that, I was constantly cold and almost always sick as well because of that. So that was a bit of a terrible place. And I just wanted to move out of there immediately, even if it was like to a small room. And because of that, I sort of got stuck with living in a tiny ass room where I can't put anything, which is very annoying as well. So currently, I'm just looking for a place that is like slightly bigger. Well, not likely. I would like it to be as big as like my first couple of places. But that is going to be a bit of a search to actually do. Which isn't that bad. I just need to save up the money for it first. But enough of like house talking. I don't really have many plans like for streams or anything like that. It's mostly just gonna be stuff like sporadic stuff that I feel like or that other people pull me into for until I move places. Because the moment that I move places, after the move and stuff like that, I will be able to relax, not worry about any of that, and then just focus on the stuff that I want to do, which is streaming. I know I'm not a very popular streamer, mostly because usually I get like one person watching me, which is usually Claw. And I haven't really looked at the view count or anything like that currently, but I'm betting there's not many people. I don't really talk too much, do I? But that's fine. What you gonna do after all? I don't know how like so many others talk for such long periods of time, especially like just about stuff. I'm not really capable of that very much. For me, it's more I like to get the stuff, like get to it, do it, and just be done with it. I like this music. Uh, I have tried a few times to like learn the piano and stuff, and I would like to I'll learn a instrument. It would be nice, but I never give myself the time. Hmm, that's interesting. Duck, like a leopard duck. Not bad. By the way, yeah, the ducks on my screen, I have an entire monitor of the ducks. Uh, so yeah. Hmm. Music is relaxing at least. I probably already said that, didn't I? I have a bit of a short memory. Basically, a lot of the time when I say something, I will usually forget what I said a little bit afterwards. So, for example, when I remember something that I really want to tell someone, I will like tell it right away to the person like closest to me, because I will most likely forget it. Uh, so, like, I usually trust on other people's memory than my own. Also, a lot of the time, I'm very trusting in like when people tell me stuff, because I don't trust my own memory. So like if someone told me like, oh, you were supposed to do this or something like that, then I'll usually believe them because like, okay, you probably remember it better than I do, so I'll go for it. But if it's ever something that I tell them, I will always trust myself more about it. Like I have had times where like I have told like my family or something like that a thing, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that didn't like that never happened," and so on, and like I 100% know that it did, but they just don't believe me and like just keep saying that no, it didn't. So I do have moments like that as well, but that isn't that big a deal. Like, what type of games would people want to see from me? Because like I would like to do a thing where I just play a single game more consistently, because I used to play Stardew Valley like quite often until like I got to the islands and stuff, and then that just got sort of boring and super grindy. It wasn't any more of like, oh yeah, you have this goal of like try and get some money, try and get some upgrades and stuff like that. So it just became like, okay, now just farm for 5 years, which yeah, not my favorite type of thing. And especially seeing that I wanted to have like the entire experience of the farm uh, with everyone here. That's why I wanted to stream every single bit of that save file, which sort of also put me off of the, like playing by myself. That's why I would want a game that I would not be afraid of playing by myself as well, but like off stream. So I could just come back and say like, oh, okay, I did like all of this stuff and so on. I'd say some of the candidates for that would be um, Factorio, Satisfactory, a new Stardew Valley file that I just play, Minecraft. I could do that as well, where I just like once a week come in, show you some of the stuff that I did, do some stuff on stream and so on. Um, but yeah, some of those type of games. I wouldn't really want to do like a story type of game, mainly because the point of the game is the story itself, so I would want to do it on stream. For example, like Genshin, it has the balance of you have the story, so I do all of the streams about the story, but for stuff like world quests, side quests, and just exploring, I usually do that by myself because I just find it that I feel like people wouldn't really see it very interesting for me just to like run around trying to find chests, gathering like all the oculi and stuff. I would like to do that though. Hmm. Maybe I will just do a stream of like we just try to gather like all of the oculi that I missed and so on, or doing puzzles and just chatting as we play. Might do that tomorrow. That is an option. So yeah, I really do like story games as well. Uh, I also want to finish what is it? All of the different endings of, well, not technically endings. Finding all of the different princesses in Slay the Princess as well. But I want to do that on stream. And then when I finish that, then I can play in my own time and get like all of the little different cutscenes and stuff like that. And that's sort of my goal. I think we have like only a few princesses left anyway to get, which isn't that bad. We might do a stream of that this week as well, if I feel like it. So yeah. I'm still sleepy of all things. It's vibing. Is that how you spell vibing? Yeah, good enough. I think people will get what I mean. Let me check my Steam library. There are a lot of games that I have played. I do have a bunch of games in Epic Game as well, which I just never played before. I feel like some games that I have would just be fun to check out for a little bit, see how they play, and then move on. I might put together like a bunch of games just like for one day that we play for like, let's say, about half an hour each. And then we like judge them on how much we like them. And then we do that for like a day. Might be on like a free Sunday or something like that. I wake up, do like we play a bunch of different games that I have played before or that I haven't played before. And basically, for the next couple of weeks, we try to go through every single game in my Steam library. That's like one by one, giving them at least like half an hour, maybe an hour, and like seeing, okay, how much do I like this game? And then like ranking them on a tier list of games that I like. Because I have a lot of games. Obviously, I'll be leaving out any loot games or anything like that. Or any games that I'm unable to play, like the VR games that I have. Because I do have quite a few of those as well. Um, hmm. Yeah, I feel like half an hour per game isn't that bad. Uh, I feel like it's gonna give us like the basics of it. For example, Spore. I have Spore. I feel like in half an hour, we can get through some of the stages and stuff. Obviously, we're not gonna see the entire game, but just like the start, like how does it pull you in, like how does it explain stuff and so on. Because I'm guessing for some of the games, half an hour is like their tutorial. which I'd say if your tutorial is more than half an hour, then like, what are you doing? At that point, you probably lost most people. Yeah, I'd say give each game about half an hour, and that should be about good. For some, I feel like I'd probably either try and do the tutorial myself before the game. I'd probably just check out if the game works and stuff like that first, and then we'd do it. So I'd let's say we do like a 4 or 5 hour stream. That would be divided in half. 10 games at most. Let's say 8 games. So we have 8 games that we play on that day. I'd re-download them. I'd open each one, check out like how it works and stuff, and then we would play it. I'm guessing for some of the games, like half an hour would be like more than enough because of the game loop. Like for example, Among Us. I don't feel like a game of Among Us is going to take more than half an hour. Some of the games we have played before, like on stream. For example, we've played Amnesia, the Dark Descent before. We played Alien Isolation before as well. Age of Wonders 3. I've never even... Well, apparently I opened this game for 2 minutes. So yeah. I would just want to do that. So I can just start slowly going through my game library and see which games I like, which games I don't like, and then I can put them into their own categories. And then we can pick out which games we really want to continue playing as well. It might just be like a tier list of like, okay, which ones do I want to keep playing? Which ones do I want to not play like anymore? And then which ones I might return to. And then just we slowly get through it like that. Which I'd say would be a pretty good idea. But that's just in my own opinion. I feel like I need to do something with my back, mostly because a lot of the time I end up just like stretching my back every single time that I do something. Maybe I'm too hunched over all the time. I need to be a little bit further back or something. There we go. Just sit up straight. Feels a bit weird. I'm not used to that. I'm usually used to like leaning over slightly. I would like to also test out a bunch of stream ideas too. Like I'd love to do a cooking stream, but I'm not exactly sure how I would even set that up because I would need like extra cameras and so on. Pretty nice vibes. At time. I'm gonna snooze that for a little bit. There we go. I also was thinking of getting like new banner stuff. So for example, if you scroll down, you'll see like the little cafeteria, well, coffee style stuff. I really like it. I like bought the assets and stuff. They're really cool, in my opinion. But I'd also like to have something more personal as well. because at this point they're not really very me. I'd also like to have a gaming layout as well, but I was thinking of having like this stone style with black roses and stuff, which, in my opinion, would look pretty good. But I can't decide between the like chill, cute aesthetic that I currently have and the like my character background is basically that of a villain and oh yeah, look spooky guy, but the character of me is more of a chill, slightly cheerful guy that just likes doing his stuff and being all nice and calm. Like even horror games, I feel like I'm really calm in most situations. I think the last horror game that I played, except for the horror game night, a horror game that I actually have, was the painting one. I don't really remember it, and I remember that I just mostly found it funny, especially the scene of the little doll running into the bookcase and then just like screaming as it fades out, falling backwards. I found that one pretty funny. Yeah. I feel like I'm more desensitized to horror than anything else. Like I've seen so much fucked up shit in my life that horror and stuff isn't really surprising. For example, Slay the Princess, the graphic scenes in that, those were actually slightly shocking to me because it was unexpected. I of course knew of the part where like she bites her hand off and stuff, but the other bits were really unexpected for me. Mm. But yeah, I'll probably do the idea of like getting about 8 games each Sunday, like preparing like 8 games each Sunday because I would need to like pre-download them and stuff. I don't have all of them downloaded at all times. I have like 400 games. What am I gonna do with that? Oh, Layers of Fear. That's what the game was called. It was not horror in any way. Uh, well, it was jump scare horror, but I didn't really get jump scared at all. So yeah, the 8 games every Sunday from my library, and we give each one like half an hour, and then we rate them on like a scale of do I want to carry on playing it? Do I want to like maybe play it in the future? Just like dedicate a single stream to it? Or do I want like nothing to do with it? Like don't play it ever again. Because there are probably going to be quite a few games that I'm never going to be playing them ever again, or never going to try them again. And I'm fine with that. I'd say the majority of my Steam library, I'd say at least like 50%, is just like a garbageware that I picked up over time because I just got a bunch of the games for free. Which isn't that big of a deal. Or it's like games that I that are like heavily story based, but I just don't have any investment in the story. Like I can say one of the games that I might play in the future is Lego The Hobbit, because I do have the game, and it seems interesting. But I need to test it first to see how it goes. And that's what the half an hour of gameplay is for. I do have like some kid style games that I sort of picked up as well for free. Hmm. But yeah, that is a plan for the future. Let's listen to the music for a second. I would like to do more ASMR in the future as well, but I feel like I'm not really good at ASMR compared to, like, I like listening to it, but I'm not good at replicating it, especially because I need to listen to myself to be able to do it, and I just cannot talk over people. Uh, it's basically been ingrained in me since like I was a little kid to not talk over people, and the moment that I hear someone else talking, even if it's my own voice, I stop talking immediately. So I literally interrupt myself because I hear my own voice with a delay. It's not like an instant thing through OBS. It's like a quarter of a second delay, but it's enough to the point where it just sounds like someone else talking. And that makes it so bad. I literally immediately stop talking the moment that I hear it. But I might just need to try and get over it. I would like to also try and commission more art in the future, but that is after I get a new place and just have some extra income. I'd say if I put down like £50 a month, so like to get one piece of art every single month, that would be 12 pieces of art a year. I'd say that wouldn't be very bad. And if we want to do something bigger, we could save for a couple of months and then do that. I do also want to get, like, I currently have the burger assets of, basically I bought a burger avatar and then I cut it out and made a, like, PNG images of it, of like different forms of the burger, and now I have those as my alerts. But I would like to have something more customized, which would be a bit costly as well. I keep leaning forwards, like over time I just lean closer and closer and closer and closer to the microphone. Uh, so I need to keep my back straight. I need like a, do I have a to check redeem? Yeah, I have a stretch redeem. So stretch because it is required sometimes. I just tend to sit far too long in my chair. Like, the only times that I properly get up are like when I do the 24-hour streams, just because I can't sit for that long. Also, I do want to implement a redeem of, basically we'd have a counter at the top, and people can contribute to it with their points, which is the amount of, like, let's say push-ups or sit-ups or squats that I have to do, and you can pick like whichever one you want, because I want to start getting into shape, but I don't really have that much motivation. And at the end of like the stream, we can like try and do as many as we can, and then we take that number off. So for example, if someone like makes me do 5 push-ups or something like that, I'd probably have it limited, so each person can only do, like, redeem a certain amount of them. So it's not like one person redeems like 100 push-ups and then I have to do like as many as I can on that day. And then obviously they would roll over to another time. So that is one of the things that I would like to do. I feel like it would be interesting. I've been talking for 40 minutes. I don't really do that very often. Nice. This playlist is very nice. I do hope people like it. It's literally called 1 hour of comfy and relaxing songs. Royalty-free vlog music. How are the ducks doing? Let's quickly look through them. So, the current ducks that we possess are a egg duck. Oh, let me... that one was in the wrong tab. There we go. So we have egg duck. Then we have a leopard duck. A panda duck. Just plain red duck. A parrot duck. Letter duck. A child drawing duck. Oh, simple hard duck. Then we have hard metal duck. Oh, that's one hell of a view. What was that? That was, I think, a tile duck. Then we have the donut duck. Then we have the alien duck, which is in the spaceship. Well, that's appropriate. Then we have the dead duck. And then we're back to the egg duck. Well, that's all the ducks that we currently have. We will come back later on when we have even more ducks. Because we're probably going to have some more later on. Does anyone else, does anyone have anything that they would want me to do? Because I'm not really, I stream and all. I've been streaming for nearly a year now. Actually, no, I have already been streaming for a year because my first stream anniversary was on the 17th. I missed that ages ago. I'm not sure if I even streamed on the 17th. I need to check that. Check my content. Did I stream on the 17th? The answer is no. I streamed on the 15th, and then from that, I didn't stream for an entire week until the 24th. So the answer is no. I did not stream on my own 1 year anniversary of my first stream. The reason that I know which my first stream is because I have been saving all of the VODs. The current VODs are a little bit out of sync. Because I didn't upload them on the day. It was also always just okay, yeah, I did the stream, and then I go to sleep, and then I upload it on the next day. So my first ever stream was on YouTube, was uploaded. I have currently 195 streams in my YouTube channel. That is quite a few. So yeah, my first one was on the 17th of March a year ago. So yeah, pretty good. Should we watch a little bit of that stream? I'd say that would be a bit interesting to see where we were then and how we are now. I'll do that after the ad finishes because There's an ad in 20 seconds. Yeah, 20 seconds. So I'd like that just to be finished first, and then we can check out our first stream. I believe I was using like the snowball mic for that one, which, and it was probably pretty jank as well. I wouldn't be surprised. But overall, I'd say I have improved quite a lot, especially with my confidence and just in general of how I'm doing it now. And apparently it was 5 hours long, my first stream. And I do have a bunch of 24-hour streams, but I can't upload them onto YouTube, so I just have them like all downloaded on a hard drive. But each one of them is like 60 gigabytes. So, quite a bit. So yeah. Yeah, just wait for the ad to finish. If it's gonna pop up, it should do. Is it not playing? It was that I added the extra time. I thought that was playing. Yeah, never mind. So, let's pop on. Let's stop the music for a second. There we go. Gonna put this on. Let me put on a scene. Mm, there we go. There we go. And that. Let's put. Nope, that's the gameplay. Screen. Nope, wrong screen. There we go. Let me swap this around. There we go. So that's my first stream that I did a very long time ago. When was the date? There you go. 17th of March. And it's Portal. Oh, it auto-generated which game it was. Okay. So let's hear how bad my mic quality was back in the day. Just gonna re-watch my... Well, watch a bit of my old stream. Because I believe I played both Portal 1 and Portal 2 in one go. Which apparently took me 5 hours. Was there no volume at the start? I probably had like copyrighted music or something. Oh wait, it's muted up here. I'm dumb. There you go. I'm so quiet. Damn. Mm. I, Not bad. Well, the microphone that I had, I'd say that I currently have a better microphone than I did before, but I'd say I still sounded pretty good. It seems like I still do this, all the same stuff of just humming little tunes as I try to pass the time. Oh, you could really hear my keyboard back then. Now you can't really do that very much. Because I have all the filters on and so on. Let's skip a little ahead to gameplay. I was so excitable during my first stream. Oh, that's the first time that I noticed that. I've never noticed that visual glitch before this. Yeah, everything was really quiet back then. Nowadays, I have like everything way louder. I do like this. I was thinking of replaying Portal for the actual anniversary thing, but I sort of missed it. So, can't really do much about that. My affiliate anniversary will be coming up soon. Yeah. Nowadays, I talk a lot more, I'd say. It feels a bit funny, watching myself play this game. This was a year ago. I can't even imagine it anymore. Like, I've done so many things over that time. Like, we had like nearly 200 streams. I did still sound pretty good back then. And apparently I still have as much scuff as I always did, especially with my audio, cursing that half the time it's never level. Yeah, it is low. uh, so, oh, also the door literally just teleported open. It didn't even like slowly open. Yeah. Well, pretty cute watching myself play this again. Yeah, I already just stopped caring after a little bit about the radios, just because they became tedious to do. Yay. Hmm. I wonder how long it took me to do Portal 1. Oh, I think I'm on Portal 2. Yeah, that is Portal 2. Oh, it only took me like an hour to do Portal 1? Oh, also this music is copyrighted, so that's why it was slightly muted. Yeah, so it took me like an hour to do Portal 1. Okay. And then it took me some time to do, but because okay. So that's already 2 hours to do Portal 2. Because I know that I started the DLC as well. There we go. So it took me that long to do it. Oh yeah, and this is when I showed like my inspiration of like everything that inspired me to do it. Oh yeah, that's is very lovely. I do still go to her streams sometimes. Don't really have much time to go to her streams. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it took me about 3 hours to do Portal 2. Okay. And then we went to do the expansion. Well, the mod for Portal Revolutions, which took me as long as it took me to do Portal 2. So, yeah, I'd say I'm not really in the leaderboards or anything like that for Portal 2, but maybe Portal 1. It was a lot shorter of a game than I remember it being. Only an hour. Damn. because I'm a lot better at it than I thought that I was. And yeah, we just played that. I remember I got like really stuck on one of. Oh no, we were still playing Portal 2. Okay, I guess we were just like looking at it then. Yeah, we were just like looking at it. Understood. So it took me not that much time. There. That's 5 hours, and we finished like 1 hour 20. Not bad. I'd say that was fast enough. I know that a speedrunner beats Portal 2 in like 20 minutes, so nowhere close. Yeah, it is nice to look at what I used to do, or how I used to be. Just a small little callback. Yeah, quite lovely. And then I'm guessing on the next stream that I did the the Portal mod. You know, I'm sleepy all of a sudden. Well, it is 9 o'clock apparently, and we have been chatting for an hour. More time than I would usually do it. Just listening to the music a little bit. Yeah, that is how I used to be. Apparently not as bad as I remember myself being. Well, that just gives me more confidence in what I do. I don't hope to like make streaming like a job or anything like that. It's definitely not profitable for me, but I do like it as a hobby. Simply said, I'm not going to quit my day job over this. I do know quite a few people who, obviously not very smart people, who just immediately quit their job because they get like $100 from streaming or something like that. Like, dude, you still need a full-time job. When you earn as much as you would at a full-time job, then sure, you can do that. But if you don't, then best to carry on. I'd say like a lot of people should have, like, a lot of streamers should at least have like a part-time job or something like that. That's in my own opinion. Just to have like some extra, more stable income on the side. Obviously, all of the big streamers and stuff, they get plenty enough of support to be able to just do what they want. But for small streamers, I'd say good to have at least like a side job. Also, a lot of streamers I've noticed, they have like jobs that they can do from home, which really adds to them being able to stream more. Or they just have like high paying jobs that they don't have to like do very often. So yeah, for me personally, I'd say I'm one of the few exceptions. Someone who does a full-time, like hard manual labor job and still streams like most days. Yeah, it is nice. I'm glad that I started streaming because I was hesitant to start streaming for like the longest time. I think the first time I hinted at like thinking of streaming or starting a stream was one day when I posted on like Twitter, and this is when it was still called Twitter. Um, I literally took a picture of my body pillow, which is like this cat that I call Union. Um, and I like placed a controller in his hand and stuff like that, and said and then I posted that I might stream that day, but I never did because I just didn't have the confidence to do it. I didn't have the confidence to show my face, and then I basically made this costume of myself, which I found a gold Halloween, like gold plastic mask in a shop during Halloween. I bought that, and then I had a like little chibi guy that I um, made on a program, and then I put those two together, thinking like, oh, I can just dress up in a suit, and I have a golden mask, and there you go, I have a Halloween costume. Then I took a bunch of pictures of me in that costume, because that was supposed to be a Halloween costume to begin with. Took a bunch of pictures, and then I thought like, I like this look. And then I commissioned some art of that, which is the model that you currently see. By the way, here my model does technically breathe. It's just that I usually move around, so you can't really see it that well unless I stand still for a minute. That's because usually the artist that I commissioned, Pepper Poppy, she like does little animations of like eyes and like blinking and smiling and stuff like that. But because no face, um, she sort of had to improvise. I was thinking of having two like different PNGs of like one like this, and then another one would have like its hand raised with like a wine glass that like moves around as I talk. But she basically told me, oh, okay, yeah, that would be like a bunch of other stuff, and I would need to like make the emotions for all of the different ones as well. So I just decided to go for the basics of this, and then have my little different emotions of the blush and the terrified slash depression. I picked two. That is not supposed to be making noise because I remember turning all the noise off in the Duck Simulator settings. Yeah, why is that making noise? That should not be making any noise. The hell? Yeah, that's not supposed to be making any noise. How about? There we go. Um, but yeah, anyway. So yeah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, my model. So I have this one mainly for like, I picked very versatile ones. So for example, this one can either be distressed or sad or well, not angry. Angry would be like the red little marks, but I'd like to have that on a full model, and I would want to save for a like full model, or at least put it on my phone where I just do a fund for it so people can contribute. I'm not sure how much I would want to spend for a model. Oh, switched over to my day one. Sorry for the slight flashbang. I'd say about £1,000. So let's say about 400 for the art, and then 600 for the ring, depending on how complex I want it. But I also was thinking that I could make it a little bit simpler, where I just get a regular off-the-shelf model, and then I commission the mask itself, which I can put like under the hair layer and stuff in front of the face. And then any expressions are like stuff like this, I can have as a outer thing. And that would be basically what it would be. But I'd say that's more for like the future after I finally sort out my house stuff and so on. So I'd say maybe in a year I'll have a full model that I can do it, because I sometimes don't feel that well about asking people like, oh yeah, to contribute to stuff. I do have a throne now. I have like a Steam Deck and some Lego stuff on there, but that's about it. So nothing exactly big. And I do try to make a lot of my own stuff as well. But yeah, that is how it is. Well, I'd say we had a pretty nice chat today. So, should we go off and say hello to someone else? You know what? Vash is streaming. We haven't seen him in a while. So let's go and raid him. /raid. If I spell it right. Channel. Leonia. I have that backwards. Oh, yep, there we go. We're gonna go raid him. I'd say today was nice. Nice and chill. A nice little chat. I liked it. I feel like I wanted do more like short yapping streams, or at least like talk a bit more during the start of stream. But I usually have like so little time for it that I feel like I just have to get straight into the game. But before we go, oh right, raid message. Raid and raid 2. There we go. And let's quickly check through the ducks. So we have 8-ball duck, alien duck, dead duck, egg duck, bat duck, panda duck, red duck, that duck, host, child, art, rock. Ah, that's the one. Tile duck. Donut. Then the tiger duck. Oh, spaceman duck. Star duck. Duck U. And that's it. Nice.